I can remember many times when I've sat under the teaching of God's Word and a single truth penetrated my spirit, causing me to say, yes, I want that. I think of one time where I was meeting with one of my mentors. It was several years ago, and he was sharing some truth from Philippians chapter 2 about considering one another as more important than ourselves. And he shared this principle. He said, be interested, not interesting. In other words, don't talk about yourself and tell your story, but rather listen to others and decrease your desire to talk about yourself. Let it be about other people. That was a yes, I want that moment for me. So what about your response when you hear God's Word, when you read God's Word? What do you do when you hear God's truth proclaimed? How do you treat the words that come from pastors, teachers, mentors in your life who are anointed by God and are called to share revelation from God's Word with you? Listen to 1 Samuel 3:19. The Lord was with Samuel as he grew up, and he let none of Samuel's words fall to the ground. Samuel is a picture of those who follow Christ. And Samuel's growing up is a picture of we as believers who grow in our walk with the Lord. Letting none of Samuel's words fall to the ground is a picture of God desiring that those who share his word have it impact those who hear it. In other words, it changes their lives. So when you hear God's word, what will be your response? Will you take God at his word? Will you allow God's word to transform you? Will you say, when you hear a truth from God's word, yes, I want that? God bless you.